Okay, look, the date is February 2nd, 2026. And I'm getting a whole bunch of, oh, Xbox failed, Xbox is failing, Microsoft failing, yada, 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 right? So, look, I'm not really in the console space anymore, but in my humble opinion, I believe that the Xbox and Microsoft failed, um, not necessarily because of their integrity or quality of service. I think they failed because there are several reasons to this, right? One of them, and most importantly, is they got cucked out the market by the East and Eastern collusion and gatekeeping of games, and that happened in the Xbox One. An example of this is Street Fighter, the Street Fighter Five that did that to them. And there's a set of games that didn't make it to the Xbox that specifically came from the East, like Bloodborne, that would harbor someone to want to buy a PlayStation over an Xbox, right? But in all honesty, fundamentally, the systems are essentially the same, with arguably the Xbox having a better UI, right? Uh, some other issues that contributed to the Xbox failure, in my opinion, even though it doesn't really deserve it because it's actually a really good console, with the exception of the Xbox, the original. The original Xbox is just too old, right? But the Xbox X and the Xbox S, they're very good consoles and they have very good UIs and they work fine. They work good. They work fast. So we already addressed that essentially the Eastern companies cuck them. And then you have fanboys or ponies that they are just brainwashed into purchasing and living anything Sony, right? Then you have people who just follow other people and follow other gamers. So there's that thing. There's the exclusivity problem in Xbox. So there are some exclusives that come out on Xbox that completely fail. Like there was this one game with like music that failed. I forget the name. There was another game with like shooting, and it was like grind, like Jet Set Radio, that failed. And then Indiana Jones came out for all the systems. So it's a peculiar case of exclusives like failing that contributed to the Xbox like downfall. Even though I don't necessarily, I say that very loosely. I don't really know if it's a downfall or not. I'm just saying what I believe because of what's occurring and what's happening on my stream at the moment, right? And I'm just kind of sick of it. This needs to get addressed. The other issue with the reason why gamers choose PlayStation over Xbox is because gaming fundamentally has no integrity, and what I mean by that is there's an interconnectedness between cheating and gaming, especially in the video game scene. A lot of people cheat, and it's significantly easier to cheat on the Sony PlayStation than it is on the Xbox. Now, I'm not saying there's no cheating that occurs in the Xbox, but you got programs like Save Wizard on PlayStation 4, which allow people to cheat and hack, right? And that's essentially why Sony wants people to move from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5, because the PlayStation 4 is now in a situation where people are jailbreaking it and they're still cheating it, right? And the cheats can be carried over through memory saves from the PS4 to the PS5. So we got cucking, we got cheating, we got fanboyism, and we got people following each other. And then we got exclusivities essentially failing on the Xbox. It's, in my opinion, the Microsoft's failure is completely artificial, and it only really failed because Eastern companies unfairly decided to not produce games for it, and that's my humble opinion. Because if they did produce games for it, then there would be no reason not to get it, right? Yeah, and that's it.